Hello, my name is Amanda Garrison, and today I'm going to teach you how to create a branching quiz in Google Forms. So first off, I've already added sections to this test, so I'm going to show you how to do that. If you will, look over here to the right side of the screen, and you will see this little 2 lines, and that is to add a section. So anytime you need to add a section, that's what you would click on. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. I've already created 4 sections. The first section is labeled History Test. It's just the name of the exam that I'm going to give. And then I've added the name in there. And if you do start typing in name, Google automatically understands that you need to get back a short answer text from your students. So it will automatically change that for you. All right, we're going to go down to section 2, and I've already said test question 1. I've asked what is the capital of Rhode Island in multiple choice, and I've have my answer choices right there. I've already added an answer key, and I've assigned it 1 point value. And now I'm going to go over here and click on the side. And you have choices. It says go to section based on answer. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and I'm going to leave that blank there for a moment, and we're going to go down to the next section and go ahead and put in what we need. So if my students get this question wrong, I want them to go and have a review. So what they're going to do is they're going to go down to this section 3, review 1, and I'm going to add a video in there for my students. And I've already picked the video off of YouTube, just tour of the states, and select. And I'm going to go ahead and title it State Capitals. And that's done. And if you wanted to, you can click on these and you can have that center aligned, right aligned, left aligned, whatever your choice is. Now I'm going to go down here to section 2, and I'm going to go ahead and add a question. Google automatically defaults to multiple choice first. So I'm going to go ahead and type in my question. What is the capital of, let's type in Tennessee. And Google is so smart, Google Forms is, it already picked it for me. Now I'm going to add my other choices. So let's go ahead and put in, let's see, Knoxville. Oh, spelled it wrong. It's V-I-L-L-E. And other section, let's type in Johnson City. And I'm going to put lovely old Pawnee Flats, which is where I ended up landing my feet when I was younger. So Nashville's already automatically chosen as the correct answer because Google told me that's what it was. Now I'm going to take this and I'm just going to slide it on down here and put it in different order. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on this, and it says what? Go to section based on answers. Okay, we see that. Now I'm going to go ahead and add another section, and I'm going to title this Review 2. And I'm going to go ahead and throw that other video right back in there. And I'm going to type in state capitals. And of course you can choose other things in there. You can even choose videos that you've created as long as you have a YouTube link. Okay. All right, now I'm going to go back up here to my first test question. And I'm going to click in here. And I'm going to assign it where I would like for it to go next. Now, if it answers the correct one, of course, we want it to go to the next test question. And the reason earlier I said that you needed to label each section was because of this. It makes it easier to go and choose where you want your students to go next within this branching quiz. So on this part, I'm going to have my students go to test question 2 because on Providence, that would be the correct answer. Now let's move on down to the next one. So now I want them to go to that review I created. So let's click on the review. And that's section 3, review 1. And that's also section 3, review 1. All right, so if the students get that correct, they go to test question 2. If not, they go to that review. Okay, now I'm going to go down to my next one. I'm going to go ahead and set it up as well. Makes it easy, just go ahead and get it done. And this is going to go to test review 2. Review 2. And review 2, review 2, and then this one I'm going to ask it to submit form if it gets that one correct. All right, so all done. Now let's look at our preview and see what that looks like. All right, so first off, type your name in, next. And I always like to test mine to make sure it's going correctly. I'm going to click on Charlotte, I'm going to click next, and up, it took me to my review. Because if you do something wrong, oh, let's find out what happened here. Oh, I did something wrong, so let's go back and check and see what's happened here. All right, so we're going to go back to this one, and I'm going to scroll up and see what I have done here. It says go to next section. That is incorrect, so that's where I made a mistake. I need to go back to test question 1. So I also need to make sure that on this part that I've done it correctly too. Let's add another section in because it needs one to submit. So I'm going to ask my students a question, and on here I'm going to put reflection, and I'm going to say, how did you feel about this test? It's always a work in progress, and I'm going to do a short answer on that. All right. And that should be finished. And see, this one I have to go back up to test question 2. All right, now let's review and make sure this is correct. I said every once in a while you forget to do something, have to go back and fix it, and that's okay. It's a work in progress. Next, make sure that that goes to our state capitals test. It does. Let's click next. It goes back to question 1. Now we can answer it correctly. And that goes to next. That goes to question 2. Let's answer that one incorrectly and make sure it goes to the right section. Oh, good. Goes back to the state capital review and click next. It goes back up to where I want it to go. Let's click Nashville. Next, and let's submit our test. We're ready to go.